Hello, my friends. Welcome to the What's Up in Makeup chat. I hope you all are doing well this morning. I am excited for chat this morning. This is actually going to be the last chat of 2016. Next Sunday is the Christmas, and then the following Sunday is the New Year's. So I will not be doing the live chats during those days. I made that executive decision. New Year's is my husband and I's anniversary of when we met, so New Year's is very special for us. We used to ship the kids off to the grandparents for New Year's and go out and hang out with friends and stuff, but now we've decided, starting last year, we decided to keep the kids and turn it into a family tradition now that they're more cognizant of what is going on and we can do more fun things with them. My son is 5 and my daughter is 8, so they're a lot more interesting, when it comes to traditions and their input into traditions and things. So so we decided to do that from now on. So there will be no What's Up in Makeup chat for the next couple of weeks. But let's focus on this week, because this week is going to be a lot of fun. This was requested last week in chat to do this, and I've never done this before. This is the live full face using products I don't like. And I had no intentions of doing this video, but it sounds like it might be fun. So we'll see. I do have to tell you, I had a hard time figuring out what products were the ones I really didn't like, because if I really don't like something, I either throw it away if it's not able to be passed on, or I pass it on to somebody. So digging in my collection was really difficult. Like, I don't even know why these products still exist in my collection, because I just don't like them. I'm not going to use them. I don't like them. So this coffee, Helena, is in one of my favorite coffee mugs. It says, all I need is coffee and mascara and I'm good to go, which is pretty much me. So, and that's my first sip of it, and it was so good. All right, let's go ahead. If you have never been here before, my name is Jen, and we do this live chat pretty much every Sunday. It starts at 10 a.m. Eastern Time, and it's every Sunday, except for the next 2 Sundays. And the very last Sunday of the month, we typically do a 5 p.m. Eastern Time chat, because just to accommodate people of different time zone, people do things Sunday morning, stuff like that. I always get that question of when live chat is. That's when live chat is, so hopefully you can join us sometime. But speaking of that, we do have a lot of people joining us live right now, and I'm going to go ahead and take a moment to say hello to them. They are in the collective brain of makeup awesomeness, hanging out over in the chat. I'm going to go ahead and take a minute to say hi to them. Good morning to Stephanie. She says, your intro teaser cracked me up. Don't desert us. I cannot take any credit for that. That was all Tabitha, my production manager. She writes all the jokes. Pretty much. It's very rare I throw a joke in there. They're usually hers. And I almost didn't do it because I didn't think thought maybe people would think it was too cheesy, but I don't know. It made me laugh, so I put it in, so I hope that you guys liked it too. I'm glad you liked it, Stephanie. That was in our What's Been Makeup show this week, the news show. Afton Farm says, good morning to you, getting the party started. Michelle is here, good morning to you. Saucer Jess in the house, good morning to Aspen and Tabitha. She was watching Doctor Who, so I'm glad you're here. Julie's here, Valerie's here, Amanda is here. It's her birthday. Happy birthday. I almost said good morning again. Happy birthday, Amanda. Oh my goodness, that's so exciting. Good morning to Liz. So happy you're here. Good morning, Julie and Autumn and Jen at Indie Kitty 1. Found a blue lipstick in your blue lip gloss today. Yay! I'm so glad you found it. Good. I lose stuff all the time. I do. I'm totally with you. And AJ is here, that girl with curls. Thank you so much for reminding me of your real name instead of me just calling you that girl with curls all the time. AJ. I'm going to try to put it in my long-term memory. I'm not making any guarantees, but I'm going to do my best. Good morning to Glamour Grimoire. It's hard for me to say that. I don't know why. Good morning. Doing laundry. Nice. I'm glad that you just take a break from the laundry for a little while. Good morning to Vicky and Deirdre and Nancy and Sierra and Mimi and the Gold Digger and Alexandra. All right, I'm scrolling down because I can say hello forever. All right, let's get into this. All right, my brushes. My brushes are here. Oh, I gotta bring the brushes over, because I almost forgot to do that. By the way, there is going to be a giveaway of some products I don't like that are brand new, and I feel horrible about having to give these away because they were given to me by the brand, and the person who gave them to me was such a wonderful, beautiful person, and I feel horrible giving them away. But I know I'm not going to use them, and I feel very sad about it. So it's a pretty sweet giveaway if you like this product. And I know I can't be in the only person that, like, there have to be people that really enjoy this product. So, you know. So that's coming when I get to that product. Let's go ahead and get started. So the first thing I'm going to start with is the Ambient Hourglass, Ambient Luminous, let me go in order, Ambient Light Correcting Primer, Luminous Light, okay? Actually, all of these Hourglass primers. I got these with Ipsy points, and I felt like they were just very mediocre. Like, there just wasn't anything magical about them to justify the price tag that Hourglass has. It's just crazy. Get my mirror. It's just crazy, like, how expensive these things are. It's kind of insane. So that's why it's a product that I don't like. It's not that it's bad, it's just ordinary. So Terry Lee Nifty Thrifty says at least someone will benefit. That's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping, whoa. You guys see that? Okay, that is not mixing well with my moisturizer or something on my face. Oh my gosh, can you see that? Oh. Okay, now it's a product I really don't like. Oh, it's like turned to powder on my face. Oh my gosh. I wasn't even expecting that because I've never noticed that before. Look at my lips. Can you see that? It looks horrible. It's probably just mixing badly with something else that I have on because I do have, you know, my morning routine, my daily moisturizer, and, oh my gosh, that looks so bad. We are starting off on a really bad foot. It's like flaky on my face. Can you guys see that? Oh my gosh. Ew. And it's never done that before. Well, what a great video for this thing to fail on me. Well, we're just going to leave it like that because I don't know how to fix it. So, where did you get the big mirror? What mirror? Oh, you talking about my high mirror, the big mirror we talked about last week? Highmirror.com. I'm reviewing it on Monday. It's going to be up next week. Jen says something is going to have an Hourglass price tag. It's going to have to be very top notch. I agree, absolutely. It's like it's flaking. It's not even balling. It's like there's flakes everywhere. Like I have to brush the dry flakes off my face. Okay, it's looking a little better now. Oh my gosh, if you have any like peach fuzz on your face, it totally stuck to my peach fuzz. But now that I'm brushing off the excess, it's not as bad, but whoa, yuck. I wish, some people are saying that you can't. Oh, could you guys see that? You can kind of see it. It was like flaking up on my face. All right, so that is that. The next thing we're going to use is something that a lot of people use, but you know, this is the thing with foundation is I typically will get rid of foundation that I don't like. So I don't own any foundations that I outright don't like. I just have ones that I don't prefer. And this is one that is very, very loved, and don't hate me yet until I tell you why I don't like it. This is the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte. This is a very good formula, but I don't like the shade range. The shade range, I cannot find a shade for me. That is the only thing I don't like about this, is that I don't like their shade range. But, you know, Cindy wants to know if I have dry skin. I do not have dry skin, and I don't think that it would be expired. I know that this is I know it's less than a year old. It's probably less than 6 months old. So, I have normal skin. I have been using new skincare though. I wish this camera was better. There's like flakiness on my nose from the primer. I wish you guys could see it better. But oh my gosh. Ooh. So anyway, so this is not a bad product. It's just not the right shade for me. So that's why I'm using it. See how it's like yellow? And they don't make a shade that's the right shade for me. But I know that a lot of people have that problem with a lot of different brands. This just happens to be the brand that I have the problem with. Is the Infallible Foundation cakey? I don't find it to be cakey, Jenna. Alex Gofo says, yes, the shade range for L'Oreal Infallible sucks. I totally agree. Thrillingness says, that's funny. I don't like the formula. I'll try it again. I've heard great things. Other people really like the formula. And hold on a minute, let me get my brush. I can't find my brush. I have this crazy foundation on my face and I can't find my brush. Oh, here it is. It's on my desk. But honestly, I have to tell you, I've only used this a handful of times because it's the wrong shade. And other times I've mixed it with other foundations to try to get the color better. And so that's not a good, representation of the foundation if I can't get it to, if I can't try it by itself. And if I have to mix it with something else, So it's just kind of orange on me. I don't know if you guys can see that, but I can see it. Something happened with Catherine. I see everybody saying, I'm so sorry, Catherine. Catherine, I am so sorry, but I have no idea. Oh, it looks like one of her pets may have passed away. I am so sorry, Catherine. Oh, that's brutal. Pets become part of the family, and I'm so sorry. That's what it looks like. Oh, it's her dog. I'm sorry, hon. All right. Carla says, I don't like this foundation. I found it dry. It found dry patches that I've never seen on my face. I have very normal skin. See, I don't see anything. I have a little bit of dry that's starting to develop around my nose. I don't know if it's due to my new skincare or if it's just, the weather, since it's winter time. But I'm starting to get some dry patches on my nose, and it's definitely not looking pretty in the dry patches of my nose. So there's that. And it sounds like a lot of people in the community don't like it. So, Banshee Muse says, Jen, have you tried the L'Oreal Pro Glow? It's nice, but I have oily skin. No, I have not tried that. Let's see. Sushi Pen says, Sushi's Pen. I almost always have to mix my foundation because I can never find the right shade. Yeah. And it's one of those things where I feel like there can only be so many foundation shades, but I feel like sometimes, I would like to see people, not this particular one, but some foundations are so yellow, I would like to see someone that actually matches the skin tone, because I almost don't believe it, because it's so yellow. Like almost like emoji yellow. Like, nobody is really emoji yellow. Like, that's not real. And I feel like sometimes, not that extreme, I'm exaggerating, of course, but I feel like almost to that point sometimes, where I just want to see somebody that it actually works for, just because I'm curious whether that exists or not. But not this one. I can see someone with this skin tone. And says, if I don't use the Beauty Blender with the Infallible Foundation, it looks cakey on me. No brushes for me for this. And like I said, I don't have enough experience with this product because it is the wrong shade that I haven't really played with using different tools with it. But that's good to know that it works better with a beauty sponge. I don't see it being cakey. That's just me. Maybe a little bit, but not obnoxious. Coverage is definitely like a light to medium at this point. I could probably build it up, but I'm not going to do that. Because, it's a light makeup day. I might wear this all day. Who knows? I might have to just wash it off depending on how bad it is. All right, for powder, face powder today, I have the Wet n Wild Coverall Pressed Powder. And this is just a very powdery powder. It looks like powder on my face. And it well, you'll see. You'll see. It just looks very powdery. And it doesn't look natural. And I just don't like it. Also, it smells. It's got a strong scent for me, for a powder, for something putting it on my face. But it just sits on top of the foundation and doesn't blend into the foundation. So I don't enjoy this. It doesn't look like it becomes part of my skin. It just sits like a powder, Dawn says, I love L'Oreal Infallible. I use it every day, not cakey for me. Yeah, I've heard great things too. Randy says, I like the L'Oreal Lumi Foundation. Good to know. Dawn says she uses a brush. So I think it just depends on, I don't know. I don't know what it depends on. But everybody's different, and that's what it comes down to. And I think it's important, especially when watching videos like this, to know that what works for me may not work for you. What works for you may not work for me. It's just, everybody's different. And I think certain products are definitely more sensitive to working for some people than others. I think foundation is one where it's very unique because everybody's skin type is different. Everybody's skin tone is different. I think mascara is another one that can be very different for different people. If you have naturally long lashes, what you need in a mascara is totally different than what I need in a mascara. So when I recommend a mascara, it may not be, the same thing as what you would love. Or if I say I don't like a mascara, you may love it because you already have long lashes and maybe it just accentuates that so much more for you. So there's just a couple of things like that. Black Diamonds and Pearl says, I need a foundation that won't make me look like jaundice. Exactly, that's what I'm saying. And I know people with deeper skin tones have that problem even more than people with lighter skin tones. All right, moving on, we're going to do brows. This is my least favorite brow product of all time, and this is the, you don't even know because the name of it, this is the ColourPop Brow. Okay, I have lots of complaints about this. Number one, the spoolie on the back broke off. It's like, it's hollow in there. The spoolie on the back, it's cracked back here because the packaging is so cheap. And the way that it rolls up and it stays up. So if you don't use up the product that's sitting there, by the way, I have to paint my nails and I just realized, so excuse my nails. Up here, if you roll it up too much, you end up wasting product or it ends up getting shoved into the top of the cap. So you have to be really careful how much you roll up because it does not roll back down. The product itself is not terrible. Let me show you. It's not bad. It works pretty well. It's just that the packaging is horrible. See, it's nice. It's a nice brow product, but Jennifer says, I really dislike the formula of the ColourPop brow pencil. It is a little bit sticky. Like, it's not sticky, but it's a little bit thick. Like, I can feel it on my brows, which is another thing that I don't like, but I like the end result. I think the end result is good. Alex Gofo says, I hate the ColourPop brow pencil. Gold Wave says, hello to you. Jessica, aren't a lot of ColourPop products hit or miss? For me, absolutely. Absolutely. Nicole says, there's so little product in the ColourPop pencil, but you never know how much you have left. That's true. I have no idea how much I have left. No idea. But I don't use it that often because I hate the packaging. The shade is pretty nice for me. It's a little warm. It's got a little bit of a reddish undertone to it, but it works. And whatever shade this is, I always pick the deepest shade of brown, is what I always pick. So that's whatever shade that is, but I wouldn't know because there's no labeling left on it. A lot of the ColourPop labeling does come off when you go like this. Saucer Jess says, completely agree, love the product, hate the package. Tammy says, what do you think of the quality of ColourPop eyeshadows? I think they're very nice overall. I think some of them leave a lot of fallout. I don't particularly enjoy the format of ColourPop eyeshadows, the creaminess of them, the way that I have to apply them. I find them annoying to work with personally, but they're not bad products. Except for the ones that leave a lot of glitter fallout, I don't particularly enjoy those. So, but overall, they're not bad products. I know a lot of people really love them, but they're definitely not my favorites. Anel says, try the e.l.f. brow pencil. They're amazing in just $2. Nice! Dawn says she loves the ColourPop eyeshadows, especially any that aren't matte. I have trouble getting the mattes to show up. Gotcha. One thing I will give ColourPop a lot of credit for is that they have a beautiful shade selection. They have very unique shades, and I wish people like Too Faced, brands like Too Faced, would look at brands like Makeup Geek, ColourPop, at the shades they're trying to create, and do something interesting and different, because I feel like ColourPop is so in a rut with their shade range. I mean, it's so typical. And I feel like there's nothing. I mean, even I feel like they're really trying. If you saw the show today, ColourPop, I know I'm off topic. The peanut butter and honey palette, they're really trying with a different shade selection. And they've got like a butter yellow in there, which is very interesting. I think there's going to be some gorgeous looks. I'm very tempted to get it because I am excited for that butter yellow shade. I think it's going to be gorgeous mixed with those browns. But I feel like they need some duochromes or something. Something interesting, something more along the lines of. Let me see if I have the. Oh, here we go. More along the lines of, like, let's say, creme brulee and marzipan. Well, really, creme brulee is such an interesting shade. I wish they would come out with shades more like that you just can't get anything like this anywhere else. From the Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette. That's not in this today because I do really like this. But I did want to just show you that. I just feel like they're stuck in a rut and they need to look at brands like ColourPop and Makeup Geek and do something different. All right, eyeshadow primer. Moving on. Eyeshadow primer. Lorac Behind the Scenes Eye Primer is my least favorite eye primer. I save it specifically so that I can test Lorac products with their own primer as part of my review process. but I feel like this primer, number one, it balls up and gets chunky. I don't know if you just saw the chunks. I shouldn't have just rubbed them off, but there's one there, little chunk. And I don't feel like it does a good job of doing what it's supposed to do. Okay, looks like we're back. Are we back? Okay, we should be good. I don't know. YouTube just, this whole system, I was going to type you guys a message that I was working on it. That's what that little typing was. But we're back. So, the way that YouTube live stream is, it is such a process to live stream at this point. The way they have it is not functional. And I think I have bigger expectations for YouTube because Instagram and Twitter and Facebook all have these functional live streaming programs, but the video platform doesn't have a functional live streaming platform. Like, it just doesn't make any sense to me. But anyway, Lorac Eye Primer is my least favorite, followed by one that I cannot remember whether it's Makeup Forever or Smashbox. For whatever reason, it's like mushing in my brain. I can't find it in my drawer. That's kind of where I stopped. But I will put it in the description below when I find it. I just don't want to dig for it. All right, let's move on. Moving on to, we'll do eyeshadow base, because it's all about that base. No, it's terrible. That was a really, really bad joke. I apologize. Okay, this is MAC's Vintage Selection. It is one of their paint pots. I got this when I was on my road trip, I believe in Kansas City, and I don't like this. And the reason why I don't like this is because it leaves glitter fallout on my face through the day. It's gorgeous in initial application, but through the day, I will have glitter all over my face. I don't know if you can see the glitter on my eye right now. And like I said, it looks fine at first, but I don't like the way it looks at the end of the day. I was going to get a refill, a refresher, a new MAC paint pot in Painterly, and I decided to break down and get this instead because I wanted something different, and I should have just gotten Painterly because now my Painterly is all dried up and I had to throw it away, and I'm stuck with this. I could have taken it back, but I don't know, I'm not at a MAC anytime, like I don't go to MAC, it's not my thing, so, yeah, Tabitha says, that's very odd. Sorry guys, it's YouTube. It's not me, it's YouTube. I can't control it. I just have to try to problem solve when problems do happen. And I fixed it, so. But yeah, so not a big fan of Vintage Selection. Going into eyeshadows, I have quite a few eyeshadows I was going to show you. I wasn't sure which one I was going to use today. First one is my Inglot palette. I got this a couple years ago at IMATS, and I was so happy about my Inglot. There's a whole story behind this Inglot palette. I actually ended up paying about $120 for this Inglot palette because I left my bag sitting down next to me, and someone stole my bag. Or no, I left it. Maybe I left it somewhere. I left it sitting somewhere, and I lost it. I think that's what happened. I think I left it sitting at a booth accidentally, like I walked away from it, and someone stole my bag. So I had to repurchase this. So it ended up being about $120. And these pastel shades do not work at all. These shades over here are not bad, like these brown shades in here are fine, but basically every single one of these is junk. Like, it's so powdery, and I don't know if it'll swatch. I haven't swatched this in forever. But my idea was I was trying to do like a spring pastel palette, and they're just really, really, really powdery. Yeah. Swarupa says, it reminds me of Easter, and that was kind of what I was going for, is I wanted to be able to do a bunch of pastel looks. I wanted a bunch of pastel lid colors. I wanted to be an all-matte palette. I wanted some lid colors. I wanted a transition color, and then I wanted a color to deepen up the outer corner. So that was the idea behind this palette. And, yeah, did not work out so well because it's so powdery. So that's what I'm probably going to use, but I did want to show you a couple of others. I may spice it up a little bit with this. This is the JCat Beauty Triple Baked and Blueberry Muffin. This is the only one of the triple bakes that I own that I don't like. All the rest are fantastic, but this one is, this one's not good. It's just more powdery. It doesn't look like it in the swatches. The swatches look amazing. The swatches actually look really good, but I remember not liking this. I also have a couple of Revlon palettes that are just okay, kind of powdery. I have the Revlon Photo Ready. Two of them. I'm trying to find the shade names. This one is Pop Art, and this one is Metropolitan. But I think I'm going to stick with my Inglot palette, and we'll do a little bit of a spring look today. Because, you know, it's almost Christmas, so we might as well do a spring look. I know, the logic here, the logic here. So I'm going to use the shade for transition. So I would love to know while I'm doing this, it does look like sidewalk chalk Julie. Oh my gosh, totally does. So I would love to know from the collective brain what some of your least favorite eyeshadows are, so that we can share while I do this, because this isn't going to be very exciting, at least for me. I'm not a tutorial kind of person. I don't watch a lot of tutorials. I don't do a lot of tutorials. And this being products that I don't like, it's going to be even less exciting. So let's talk while we do this. And Megan says Inglot blushes are amazing. That's good to know. Let's see. Oh, Tabitha's squashing the creepers. Thanks, Tab. She's quick. Guacamole. All right. Let's do a little bit. What should we do on the lid? Let's do some purple. It's picking up nicely on the brush. And I'm putting this matte shadow right over this glitter. It's actually going on not so bad. I dug my brush in there though. It's actually not terrible, and it's covering up that glitter pretty nicely. Can you tell I didn't plan this look before I started? But, you know, it was supposed to be a demo of the products I don't like. I don't necessarily, you know, I don't think of everything. It's supposed to be fun here. Supposed to be fun. Amber says I'm not a fan of Smashbox. I have the Smashbox, the little palettes. I have 2 of those. We'll review those coming up next week. I'm filming that tomorrow. Jenna says it's frozen. Oh, no, don't be frozen. That actually isn't terrible. I thought it was going to be much worse. All right, one thing I didn't think of was gradation of color. I have lots of light and not a lot of mid-tone shades in here. I mean, I got this 2 years ago, so I had less experience with makeup. So I'm going to dip into, let's dip into this baby over here. Oh, no, that's dark. I'm going to bring out a lot of mid-tone shades, especially anything to go with purple. Well, we'll just go with some brown. We'll do this deep one that's a little bit deeper of a brown here. On the outer corner, try to create some kind of dimension. I don't know. It's just not looking cute. Not looking cute. I'm going to put a little bit of this yellow on the inner corner just for fun. Because I may just end up taking this off anyway. Oh wow, look at that. That's spring. That's spring. Easter is coming. The chicken's getting fat. Alright, hold on. Where's the purple? Let's go back into the purple. This is the craziest eye look. And I don't even care because I'm having fun. And you know, sometimes it's just fun to play with makeup and not worry about whether it comes out perfect or not. You know, just have fun, you know, enjoy yourself. Yeah, I missed some of the, oh, Lulubelle, there we go. People talking about eyeshadow palettes they don't like. I think Tarte eyeshadows are my least favorite. I had the first Tarte lip palette and it was muddy, user error for sure. I don't know if it's user error. I felt the same way, girlfriend. My friend VCB felt the same way. That's why she gave it to me. Oh my gosh, this eyeshadow look is something else. Okay, but we're going to make it better. We're going to make it better. Go into that outer corner with a little bit of this deep brown. I just had to blow off some of the powder from the yellow because it was just out of control. I'm going to kind of deepen up this outer corner. And then we'll do some brow bone. I feel like Neapolitan ice cream, except for purple and yellow and brown. That's actually kind of fun. Tarte palettes look similar over and over again, CYR says. Not a fan of baked eyeshadow palette by e.l.f., Becky says. Boudoir palette by Too Faced will kick you in the shins. Really? I don't know exactly what that means, Allie, but it sounds very interesting. Meaning that it's got a lot of pigmentation? That's what I can think of, what you might mean. I'm going to use this shade for brow bone. Steph says, I absolutely love the peach glosses from Too Faced. Oh, I'm so mad I didn't get any of those. I didn't order any. I'm mad now. I should have ordered some. Oh well, too late now. I'm not worried about it. I'm working on my review. Hopefully not this coming week, but the following week, I'll have my Too Faced peach review of the cheek products, of the highlight palette and of the blush. That's the goal, is to have that for you, not this coming week, but the following week, because this is the tester week for it. Tammy says, yeah, I keep hearing mixed reviews. That's why I've been on the fence, but I've so wanted the peach palette. However, now that it's permanent, I don't have to run out right away and get it. Yep, there you go. See, this didn't turn out so terrible. It's not that bad. And it's funny because I remember, you know, your brain tells you things, my brain told me this was a terrible palette. And then I never used it. And now I'm not hating it. I'm not hating it. The purple is showing up. So, you know, that's what happens when you dislike something. Sometimes you just totally write it off and then don't use it. That's what I did, as I wrote it off and I haven't used it in years. And now I don't hate it. So there you go. Learn something new every day. It's not terrible. Maybe it'll wear down badly. Oh, no. But you live and you learn. It's all live, man. It's all live. CYR says, Shape Tape looks cakey on me. How do I stop that? I use a BB, like a BB cream, or a beauty blender. Use a beauty blender. I don't know, because it doesn't look cakey on me. Maybe use less of it, because you only need the tiniest bit of Shape Tape in order to get it to work. Like the tiniest bit. Like use one dot. I'm not even kidding. One dot. Blend that out, and then slowly build up and see if you need more than one dot. That would be my suggestion. Like, you don't want to do like typical concealer where you might draw. Don't do that. Just one dot. That might help. Okay, eyeliner. This is the Super Skinny Marker by NYX. I don't hate this. There are things I don't really like about this, but I definitely don't hate this product. My sister-in-law actually gave this to me, and if you just keep it to right on your lid, it's fine, but wings will smudge, which I don't like. And I don't really like the points. It's called Super Skinny for a reason. The tip is very, 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 very tiny. I wish it was just a little bit longer. I get the skinniness, but I wish it was just a little longer because I find it a little bit difficult to work with how tiny it is. But it's not bad. Pigmentation is really good. It doesn't seep into my fine lines, but again, with eyeliners, like I said about foundations, I get rid of them if I don't like them. I throw them in the trash because I can't pass them on. So it's hard for me to have something in my collection that I really, really dislike. Okay, it's skipping over my not wrinkles. My eyelids are not super taut, so I'm having a little bit of skippage. See if you guys can see that. How it's like skipping over and it's not a straight line. Like this side is a little more straight. My left side is my evil side when it comes to that, where it doesn't always go straight. Yep, you guys can see it good. I'm watching the playback up there. So I just have to go back in and straighten it out. But it's really hard. It's like not straightening. Even the other side is not really straight the way that I want it to. But, you know, I'm not even going to try to make it perfect. This is where I'm going to leave it, even though it's kind of bumpy still. Actually, you know what? I can use a brush to even it out. Hold on, I'm going to get a little smudgy kind of brush. Hold on. I need like a flat, here we go. Something like this little angled brush by Royal & Langnickel. This is their Moda brush. It's a brow brush. But if I take this, I can kind of smudge out the line. There we go. I don't want to leave it. I would leave it if you weren't here. I would leave it. But I can smudge it out a little bit so it's not so jiggity-jaggedy. There you go. See the difference? So, it's better. There you go. All right. Seems like the chat stopped. Oh, there we go. It didn't. Rose says, up close, your eyeshadow is pretty. Thank you. I want to get a better live stream situation as far as camera quality because I'm just on my laptop. I've tried to hook it up with other things, and I haven't been able with YouTube's their setup. I haven't been able to figure out a way to improve the quality of the chat. So I'll work on it. I'll keep working on it. Let's see. Kimberly says, I laughed at that Boxy Charm palette being $50. I haven't used the rose gold one yet. The one that's the one that came this month is supposed to be a dupe for the Naked 3. I haven't used that one yet, but I didn't mind the first one we got. It was supposed to be a dupe for the Naked 2 or Naked 1. I forget. Can't remember. But AJ says, I love Maybelline Color Tattoo and Creme de Nude. Creme de Nude. I don't have that one. Good morning, Delinda. How are you? He says, I found that most men don't even know I'm wearing makeup. I think it's men don't, you know, that's a testament to your makeup application, though. I think that's pretty awesome. All right, so next up is mascara. So for mascara, we're going to use, this is brand new. I got this from Influencer. It is the Colossal Big Shot Mascara. And this, let me tell you that I do, before I tell you about this, I do love, my favorite mascara of all time is the pink one that looks just like this. It's the Lash Sensational. I also really, really love the Lash Sensational Luscious, which is in the black tube. This one is not so good. This one, I feel like it just doesn't do anything compared to those. It's not a horrible mascara. It's just, it doesn't do anything for me. It darkens my lashes. It doesn't really give me any length or volume. Of course, it's making a liar out of me. This is the third time I've used it. But again, I don't keep mascaras around if I don't like them. Unless I'm planning on reviewing them for like monthly favorites and fails or something like that. So, I don't know if you can see. But it's just, for me, compared to the other Maybelline mascaras, it's just weak. It's not bad, it's just not great. You know, I guess I just had higher expectations for it. Autumn says, try a white base before you put the colors on. They might show up better. Oh, for the Inglot ones, that is a really good point. To do maybe like a NYX pencil and milk, something like that, is a great idea. Great idea. Morning in Portland, Katie. Morning from Maryland. Cheryl says, Jen, have you tried any of the Makeup Revolution palettes? Yes, I have. I will tell you that I really like the Makeup Revolution Contour palette a lot. I think it's a fantastic product. The eyeshadow palettes have been very hit or miss for me. I want to get the one that's the Peach palette dupe, just because I'm curious. But yeah, they've been very hit or miss for me. They're definitely not my favorites. They're not bad, they're just not my favorites. Alright, let's do one more coat of this, just to make sure. One thing I noticed, okay, so I was giving this thing criticism on Periscope when I was using it, because when I go like this back and forth, I don't feel any product in there. It just feels like air. But then I went into my other mascaras, and I realized they all feel like that. What is up with that? That you can't feel it going through any product. I don't know. Am I crazy? Good morning in Barbados, Lisa. I have my friend Lucinda lives in Barbados. Modern Makeup. That's who she works with. I can't remember what Modern Makeup's real name is. I don't know if you know that, but they're my friends. Lucinda. Woo! Okay, now I'm getting a little clumpity. A little bit clumpity. I blinked. That wasn't the mascara's fault. Favorite eyeshadow brand, Katie? Honestly, like, it's really hard. It's really hard to pick. Because every eyeshadow brand has let me down at some point or another. But the one that lets me down the least is probably the Balm. It used to be Too Faced. I feel like Too Faced and Urban Decay are kind of tied at this point. I think probably Urban Decay is even a little more consistent than Too Faced recently. So anyway, so this mascara again is not terrible. It's just not fabulous. And I expected it to be fabulous because I love the other mascaras in that line, so, you know. Good morning in Charleston, South Carolina, Heather. Fiza says, my favorite drugstore mascara is the e.l.f. Mineral Infused one, but it dries out quickly, so I have to keep purchasing it. It's $3 though, so you don't mind. You know one that I really, really like is the Jordana Best Lash Extreme. That one is super fab. Another, like, $3 mascara. Hey in Kentucky, Marianne. Mascara is so hard for me to find my holy grail, Monica says. All right. Mascara's done. I want to do a little lower lash line action. Go back into the Inglots and do a little bit on the lower lash line, just a little bit. I might actually be able to keep this look today, even though it's very spring. I don't care. You know, I just don't care. Do you ever feel like that? Like it's like, it doesn't look like it's, you know, seasonally appropriate, but I just don't care. Judge me if you will. Alright, I just went into the deepest brown right here, and I'm just running that along the lower lash line. I haven't been using pencil eyeliners at all recently because I'm finding that I don't like the way they look on the upper lash line, and they tend to run down my lower lash line. So I've been using eyeshadow on my lower lash line a lot more often, and I really, really like it. I'm going to use this lighter shade right here, this light, I don't know, almost my skin tone kind of shade. Just kind of pop that on the inner corner. Hold on, I gotta do this side. That's not showing up. That's not showing up at all. It might be my fault. Yeah, just leave it. It's whatever. I can't get it to show up. Anyone experience oxidation with the Shape Tape? You know, I never notice oxidation. That's something I need to get better at noticing. Like, I just don't notice those kinds of subtle changes. I don't notice them. I don't know why. I just don't notice it. So, Julie says, wear what makes you happy. Amen. Wear what makes you happy. Yes. All right, let's move on to face products. So this is a face product that I find almost useless. This is the Dandelion Shy Beam by Benefit. It is a matte highlighter. I haven't quite figured out how to use this. So I'm going to ask the collective brain what you guys think as far as how you would use the Shy Beam by Benefit, because I can't figure out a way to enjoy this. Oh, one thing I wanted to mention before, while you guys are going to tell me about that, is to, I didn't put out a concealer because I don't have any concealers that I outright dislike right now, so I didn't bring out a concealer. The eye palette I used, Kathy, was the Inglot one that I made. Let's see, let me see. Anybody say, I want to know what you guys think I should do with this because I have not figured out a way to use it. And maybe I just need to do more research. I'm trying to wait for people to tell me what to do. Maybe I'll just, okay. Arwen says, that's what is so fab about makeup. You can do whatever you like. Absolutely. Absolutely. Matte highlighter, isn't that ironic? Well, it's supposed to be, like, no, because highlight is just supposed to bring light to your face. It doesn't necessarily have to bring a glow. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put this on the tops of my cheekbones and just use it as a highlight. But see how it's got that pink tone there? It's just very odd. And I can just see my face caking up so bad right now. I don't know if it's the powder or if it is the, I don't know if it's the powder or if it's the foundation. My face is caking up super bad. I'm going to have to take my face makeup off because this just looks like doo-doo. Oh no, that's kind of glowy. See, it's another one of those things where I feel like I didn't use it because I dismissed it as being useless. But it's kind of glowing a little bit. I don't know if you guys can see that. Of course, I could use, if I wanted to, I could use a stippling brush with this. I prefer to use liquid and powder, not liquid, liquid and cream products. I like to tap it on with my fingers. I feel like I have more control that way. That's why I do it. But it did give a little bit of a subtle glow to my cheeks. I really hate my face makeup right now. I tell you, it looks so bad. I don't know if I can go around like this. I might keep the eyes and just wash the face makeup off because, oh my gosh. Banshee Muse says I just don't use cream products like that. Jenna says agree. Put on your hands and stipple it or stipple it on. Yeah, exactly. e.l.f. small stipple brush. I do have that one. So I'm just going to keep highlighting. with this. Put a little bit on the chin, a little bit on the nose, a little bit on the forehead. Maybe we'll use the e.l.f. small stippling brush if I can find it quickly. I know it's right here. Oh, nope, not here. Okay, we're patting. Alright, a little bit there, a little bit on the chin. It actually doesn't look bad today. See, this products are making liars out of me now. It's not, I just, it's like, again, when you dismiss something. So it's one of those things where if I'm learning anything today, I am learning that even when I hate something, I really should try it again. Give it a break, try it again. Because I don't think it looks bad. I really don't. I think that maybe, I don't know. I just didn't give it, I don't know. I guess I need to give it another chance because I don't hate it now. That's how it is. That's how I'm feeling right now. Okay, so, okay. This is a product I know is going to be bad. This right here, this is the Too Faced Natural Face Palette. Oh my gosh, this is so bad. Okay, I bought this from Hourglass, I don't know, not that long ago. But as soon as I got it, it smelled like my mom's Avon drawer. Like my mom used to sell Avon, and she had this drawer full of makeup, and she kept it for years and years and years and years, this drawer full of makeup, and didn't throw anything away. And that's exactly what this smells like. It brought me back to my childhood and my mom's makeup drawer. Just, it just smells bad. So we're going to use this. I'm going to use the cream blush here because that's my least favorite. And I'm hoping, again, it doesn't make a liar out of me and end up being gorgeous. Oh, it smells so bad. I'm just like hitting myself in the face. Maybe I shouldn't be using this if it smells bad, right? Am I putting toxic chemicals on my face? I'm going to wash my face after this, just for the record. I'm going to keep the eye makeup on and then wash my face. So I'll get the toxic chemicals off my face. But I guess I was just so disappointed that it smelled so bad. It's not terrible. It feels very sticky though, like really, really sticky. And again, I'm just using my fingertips because number one, I don't know where my e.l.f. stippling brush is, and number two, I have a lot of control when I use my fingers. And you have to do you, You have to do you. And that's me. All right. Let's see, what is else going on here? Rose says, my Avon lady was my original pusher of my nail polish collection. Jen says, even if it looks good and bad smell, it's good enough reason to say no. Totally agree. Totally agree. Yes. Holly says, Jen, you look great. LOL. So much for bad products. You make them work. I'm trying, man, but I really don't like the way my face looks at all. Uh-oh. What's happening here? Looks like there's some drama going on. All right. No drama. Ignore the drama. Ignore the drama. Okay. Moving on. Highlighter. These highlighters I do not like. These are by Becca. And these are the liquid highlights. I don't like these as much as the powder ones. I just like the powder ones better. I'm going to use the one that I like the least. And this one is in Champagne Glow. And it may just be my skin tone. This may be better, like for a deep skin tone. This may be beautiful. But for me, it just looks weird. And again, it's not coming out as horrible as I thought it would. I told you I had trouble picking out products for this video. But this is the worst I have. And I can still smell my cheeks, by the way. It's pretty terrible. Robin says you look amazing even with difficult products. Thank you. Indie Kitty 1 Jen says, no offense, but your eyes make you look gothy dead. I completely disagree with you. But, I don't see that at all. At all. Julie says, I love those highlighters. I like the cream. I like the powder ones better. That's just my opinion. I don't know. That's where I'm at. We're on lips. We're on lips. So, all right. Ashley says, I like the eye look. I don't hate it either. I don't hate it either. The lip product. This is where the giveaway is coming in. My least favorite liquid lipstick right now is the Milani liquid lipstick, the Amore Matte Lip Creams. They dry my lips out really, really bad, and I just don't enjoy them. And I feel terrible because I do enjoy Milani products, a lot of Milani products, but I don't enjoy these. These are the 3 that I own, and I'll show you a giveaway now. So the giveaway, and I got these at Generation Beauty, and the woman that gave them to me was so sweet, and I feel really bad that I don't like the products, but I can't be dishonest about it, I have to tell you. So I got this here. This bag is full of lip creams. There's 12 lip creams in here. And the way you're going to enter is just say that you want to win the lip creams down in the comments down below, and you're entered to win, and then I'll pick randomly. And I'll just kind of show you inside. I don't know without, can I show you without? I'll just pull them out. Be all right. I'll put them back in. So these are all brand new. They've never been opened. There's the bold ones. So we've got 35 Attraction, 22 Amore, 37 Dearest, 33 Fixation, 28 is Darling, 20 is Sugar, and 18 is Obsession. And then on the other side, there's more. We have number 10, Pretty Problematic. We have number 60, which is Pure Matteness, which doesn't really make any sense. Pure Matteness. That's weird because it's a very shimmery gloss or lipstick. This one is called Chromatic Addict, and that's number 1. This one is number 6, Mattely in Love. And it's funny that they have these matte names, but they're very shimmery. I don't know, I don't get that. What's going on there? Oh, these are metallic lip creams on this side. And then this one is Materialistic, which is weird. I guess they're matte metallics. And then also in here, there's 2 eyeliners. There's the Stay Put Matte in the green shade, which is called Safari Matte, and then the black here. So don't, if you're in the live chat right now, don't comment that you want to win now. You have to come back and put it in the comment section because the chat disappears after I stop being live. The chat will disappear. So please, please, please don't put your entry here. You have to wait for the video to render and come back because I won't be able to see this later. There's just no way. I can't do it that way. It has to be in the comments underneath the video. So anyway, so this whole bag will be yours. And again, just comment down below the video once it renders that you want to enter for the lip creams. It should be within 15 to 30 minutes after I close this up, which is going to be very soon. I have to put on my lipstick and then we're going to be done. And then after it renders and it goes all the way through, that's when you're going to leave your comment. It's not about who's first, so take your time. It's probably going to be a good week before I pick a winner, so definitely, take your time. Don't feel like you need to rush over there to comment. So no stress. Everybody relax. But anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and put one of these on. Based on my look today, I wasn't sure what I was going to use. I'm going to use number 26, which is Fling. It's like a light baby pink. And they're just very, very, very dry, and I just don't like them. They smell a little bit chemically, a little bit sugary, a little creamy. I really need to get in the habit of doing my lower lip first, because this always looks weird. Now I'm just trying to spread the product around a little bit. And I don't have a lip liner because I don't use lip liners very often. So I don't have a least favorite lip liner. Right now it is very, feels very smooth. It's starting to dry down on the edges. But we're going to wait for it to dry down and have a conversation while we wait for it to dry down. But again, I just don't like this formula. I don't like it. I'm sorry, I don't like it. But I don't mind the shades. I don't mind the opacity. I don't like that it's on my teeth. The teeth, I tell you. Oh, thank you so much. So, Swarupa, I'm hoping I'm saying that right. Color's pretty on you. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. And Violet December says the colors of the new Makeup Geek lippies don't appeal to you. Really? I think some of them look nice. Okay, so now it's starting to get sticky. So you can see, Banshee Muse says it looks good. Thank you so much. I don't mind it. I don't mind this look. I definitely don't like my face though. It looks cakey to me. It looks, woof. It's not terrible though. It's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be a lot worse. Sherry says, oh my gosh, I like the Makeup Geek colors so much I can't even decide, LOL. Aww. Arwen says, why would anyone get mad? I love Jeffree's products. We're not going to even, I don't mention he who must not be named anymore because I always get into arguments with people and it's just not worth it. Barbara says, how a lip liner stop it from migrating? You know, I don't really understand how lip liners work, to be completely honest. I don't really know. Something about what did I just miss about the, remember the blue lip gloss from Sephora? Yes, I do remember, Jen. I do remember very well. The foundation that I used was the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte. The primer I used was the Hourglass Luminous Light. And the face powder I used was the Wet n Wild Coverall Pressed Powder. And I feel like I look very cakey. I can see all my pores, every single one of them, and I don't even have big pores. But they're like glowing right now. I don't like it at all. And I feel like I'm orange. Alright, so I have more of my teeth. I wanted to show you the wear of this. See how it's sticky? And I'm starting to get butt lip. Like it's just, I don't know. I just don't enjoy this formula at all. So that's why I'm giving them away. Yay! So hopefully someone else will enjoy them way better than I do. Jen says, lip liners are waxy, so they block the lines in the skin around your lips. Nice. Thank you so much for clarifying that. I appreciate that, Jen. Oh, good. I'm glad, Jen. Yeah, just a little orange. Yeah, just a little orange. I got a little bit of neck face going on right now. Amanda wants to know when's my BoxyCharm video going up. Not this week, but the next week is the plan. Because this week I have my Smashbox palettes going up, and then I have my High Mirror video going up this week. Those are the two. I really can only do 2 videos right now because I'm working at my husband's studio. I know I'm 4 minutes past. I'm working at my husband's tattoo studio 3 days a week during the day, and then Mondays are like my errand day, and then Friday through Sunday is all, Friday and Saturday are What's Up in Makeup days, and then Sunday is family day. So I don't really have a lot of time, so I film on Mondays. I do grocery store and filming on Mondays. That's my schedule. So when I stop working at the studio, I'll be able to film another day in the week, so I'll be able to push out more content, so that should be hopefully at the latest February before I can put out more videos. But then I'll be able to put out like BoxyCharm faster and my monthly favorites, because the plan is for the following week to be, oh my gosh, I have so many videos that I want to film. I'm so behind right now of things that I want to do. I got all the stuff from indie brands that I want to review. Like, I want to show you this. This is supposed to be next. Hold on, where is it? Ah! Hate when that happens. I lost it. Hold on. Okay, well, I have the box. What happened to the palette? It was right. Oh, here it is. Here we go. Okay, this is by Colored Rain. So this is what I was going to be trying this week to review for the following week. This Colored Rain Queen of Hearts palette. I'm so excited about this palette. So this is what is supposed to be my palette review for the next week, for to start off my indie brand series. But man, I'm just, oh, so many videos in so little time. Oh. But anyway, I should probably go. It's 5 minutes after 11. I hope you enjoyed the chat today. I hope you had fun. I know I had fun. I always take consideration for topics for chat. I'm kind of running out. I'm probably going to have to start repeating some things because I'm just running out of ideas and go back and doing other things. Barbara wants to know, did I ever finish my travel vlog? No, I have one more left. I hate to put it up at this point. It's December, and I finished my vacation in July, and never got it up. Maybe I'll put it up, and I'll put it up in the Facebook group, Barbara. Are you in my Facebook group, Barbara? Put up like the, I was gonna say put it up in the Facebook group as like a private one, so it doesn't go up to everybody or something. I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. I didn't know Stephanie Nicole was reviewing that. That's exciting. I don't want to watch her review though. I will, Jen. I don't want to watch her review though until after I'm done trying it, because then my brain starts thinking other people's ideas, and I don't want that to happen. So, all right, I want to thank you guys so much for being here. Happy holidays to you. I will see you live. I will see you guys live after New Year's. So I'll see you next year, but I'll be putting up videos between now and then. I just won't see you live until then. So have a wonderful, wonderful holiday, whatever holiday you celebrate. And I will see you guys next year. All right, mad love. Bye. Is it stopping? It doesn't look like it's stopping. No, it's not. This thing does not want to stop. Stop, I tell you. I tell you to stop. Stop recording. Why aren't you stopping? Stop recording. Stop. Stop.